Here we are in the cab of liebherr 316 ECH. Got a 65-meter jib out there in Regina, Saskatchewan. Very mountainous region, as you guys can tell. Yeah, prairies. We're about 140 feet up on the RCMP barracks. Going through the controls here on the right hand side. You'll see the hoist. You can bring her down, bring her up. Little button right here. Hard to see with the sunlight. You press that and it makes it a super slow speed. You can hear it kind of when I let off. It's a variable speed crane where there's actually no steps in it like a typical older liebherrs, or almost every other tower crane will have steps where click, 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 click. This isn't. It's just the faster you push her down, the faster you go. And if this thing was on tracks, you could actually, this is the side where you'd go up and down the tracks, kind of like a railroad, like a train would go on. On the left hand side here is your slew. Hear the hoist brake go off there. Swing a bit to the right. I don't want to go too far. Sun's out. I don't have an air conditioner in here, so I try to avoid it as much as I can. This right here is my hoist brake. You should be able to hear that come on. And if you look at all the buttons here, washer fluid, horn in the middle. This is an LM1 where you can actually lift a little bit more with that button if you press it. Brings you pretty much to your 100% limit. You only use it in a certain situation if you absolutely had to. This is if you say you're working on a high rise. Right now this says big load or just a slower hoist speed, middle hoist speed, and super crazy fast if you're working on a 100-story high rise. Don't really use that very often. And yeah, go over to the other side here. That flashing light lets me know that hand functions are ready to go. There's actually no dead man switches on this like a normal crane where you press a button or pull up. It actually works like an iPod. You know how you turn on the volume? That's actually heat sensitive where you spin it around. Same thing here. Uses the heat from your hands and tells, oh, he has it on. It's off. Blinks. If I touch it, grab it again, light stops. If I don't grab it, you'll see my computer here. Here I'm hoisting down without having the dead men on. The little thing comes up with the screen and says you can't do that. Then you gotta come back here, light's not on, press it, blinking, good to go. Grab a hold of it, stops blinking, and you can hoist as much as you want. In the middle again there's another horn and a stop button. You stop this, green light goes off. Now your hand function is completely useless, but the crane is still technically on. Going back here, you got your total stop here, shuts down the power from it. Pretty much all the crane except for the computer, it still goes. Windshield wipers and the heater on this side and a fan. The heater is actually underneath the seat here, works okay. Here's a better look at the controls here. I don't really know why they have them in a crane. If you don't know what the functions do, you have to look at a chart for them, you're obviously a pretty horrible crane operator. I guess maybe for new people or whatever, I don't know. Looking up here, there's a speaker for the radio that's not there. Another speaker. It's a sunshade in the middle. And right behind it is a winch wiper. Here's my computer. You look at it here. It tells you a whole bunch of stuff from your trolley. Oh, I guess I'm gonna press my little green button to get that thing off the screen. There we go. It tells you your trolley, how much weight you have on a hook, which is nothing. Hook height, your radius for spinning around. If this thing was on tracks, I guess you could use that. This thing's not. Down at the bottom here, tells you got 2-part line. Don't know what the hell that is. That's for your LM1 thing where it's telling you that button and makes you lift a little more weight. Wind speed, anemometer. I don't know if you can see that, 11 kilometers an hour. Not very fast. And there's a B2 here, which tells you what kind of screen I'm looking at here. I can change it down here to B4, which is another popular one. Just different screens, whatever an operator wants. This is a really good one if you're like pouring in the blind or something like that. You can actually dial in your radius, mark it, and every time you swing around that building you know exactly where you are pointed. That's your concrete pick or something like that. Our concrete pick is right down there on the road, which is perfect. It's a good spot. I got a fan in here. Like I said, no air conditioner. It kind of sucks. Got some sunflower seeds. Always need sunflower seeds. A clock radio, because since we don't have a real radio. Some big ass shelf some dude made in here. My base station. Not a handheld. Like a little microphone right there. And down here, foot pedal. Just click that when I want to talk. A little glove compartment down there. What am I missing? We can stand up here. Looking to the back of the cab. It's a big electrical panel. I can't zoom out anymore. Down there. A big off switch. Vacuum. That's the air conditioner that busted and just takes up space. A ladder to go up to the hatch to your mechanical deck and your hoist motor and all that stuff. And what I'm standing on here is a trap door. That's where you come up. I can lift that for you. Take a look in the C section where there's a bunch of pigeon shit, and actually pigeons down there. Actually, they're not down there right now, which is strange. Whatever. Yeah, that's just about it. A liebherr 316 ECH. So here we are on the counter jib of the liebherr tower crane. Looking to the west, out to the jib. You look up here is our apex. All our cables are running down all the way to our hoist motor. I'll take a walk back here, take a quick peek. This is all of our counterweight here, a bunch of concrete blocks. 8 of them to be exact. Right back there is our hoist motor. Sorry for the shaking, it's not very easy to get back here. Tight area. There's our hoist motor. We actually just changed this out a couple days ago. This big unit right here. Awfully expensive. One of the bearings went in it and is loud like hell. It's an electrical panel. It's worth a lot of money. Looking up the counter jib and down the side of the crane. See the cab right there. One of our swinging motors there. Down the mast. And I'll try to get back out of here, get a shot at the jib. And here we are looking at the jib. Straight down the middle. Seeing there's our trolley motor. And straight at our jib. And